Hello, Capel resident.
Hi, this is Nick. Who's this?
Hi, Nick. This is Santana.
Santana, would you get Kelly to the phone, please?
I think she just left. I saw her through the window going to her car.
I'd really appreciate it. This is important.
Oh, sure. I'll try. Just a minute, okay? Brandon, I thought you were in the kitchen with Mama.
Uncle Kirk was just telling me a story.
Was that Kelly who was just leaving?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Nick. I tried to catch her, but she was already halfway down the driveway. Okay, bye. Brandon, I think it's time you and I thought about getting home now, okay, sweetheart?
Don't we finish this?
No, maybe some other time, okay? You just go straight to the car, and I'll be right there. I just gotta get my purse. Go to the car.
Okay, bye.
Bye. I'll see you later, okay?
Okay.
All right. Is there something wrong?
No. Brandon has a friend coming over to play this afternoon. We really have to get home.
Well, it didn't bother you that I was just sitting here with Brandon.
Oh, of course not.
I thought we were friends.
Yes.
Yeah, well, it's just that it means a lot to me to be able to talk to you, Santana. You know, you're the only one that understands my problem because you're going through the same thing.
Yeah, we do have a lot in common right now.
Brandon's a good kid. You should bring him by more often. I'd like to get to know him better.
Oh, sure. We'll come by again very soon. I promise you. Bye.
This is insane. You have any proof?
Well, we will as soon as Gina admits that he is behind the whole thing, and I think she's about to blow his cover any time now. There are other indications, too. Some wiring that was found at the boathouse after the crime has been traced to Kirk. And not only that, he came up with some phony excuse, some alibi with a jeweler up in Ojai just to cover his tracks in that of the attempt. We know all about it.
I can't believe it.
We thought if we could make him suspicious enough, maybe we'd try it again and we'd have him.
Aren't you taking a terrible risk?
Yeah, we couldn't see a better way to flush him out. We figured it's better than standing around doing nothing and waiting for him to try to hurt Eden again at his own convenience.
Kirk, I was feeling sorry for him because of you and Eden.
Well, you know what they say about appearances. I would never do such a thing to my wife, Mr. C.
Kirk, a murderer. Well, if he is, I want to know, and I want to know now, because I don't want him around for another second.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to keep your feelings about him to yourself for the time being and not let him know that we're on to any of this.
What are you talking about? I'm supposed to do nothing?
You could talk to Gina. We've been trying to get it out of her. Maybe you'd have better luck.
Maybe. Maybe she just needs an incentive.
Eden already tried using Brandon. She said she'd fix it so Gina could get him back, but Gina didn't bite.
Gina knows Eden doesn't really have the power, and coming from me, it'll probably be different.
Well, I got to tell you, I'm not comfortable at all with that idea. I mean, Brandon finally gets used to Santana and me as his parents, and now we're going to turn him over to Gina again? I don't think so.
Cruz, it is just going to be a ploy, just to get her to talk.
Think she'd trust you on that?
She knows I've always been the final arbiter of Brandon's custody. I think I can get her to believe that I could get the boy back to her.
And I guess we'll have to go with that. If you're ready, I'll take you to her.
I'm not going to waste time with accusations, Gina.
What do you mean, accusations?
I realize you're holding back what you know. So what will persuade you to drop this pretense?
There is no pretense.
Listen to me. There are other lives at stake besides yours. There is a murderer out there, a man who might likely kill again. You have the power to identify him. Now, you going to let that man go free?
I'm remembering more and more every day. Didn't Cruz tell you that? I might be able to remember the murderer someday.
That's wonderful. How much have you remembered so far?
I remember marrying you and living in your mansion with you. And I remember the day you threw me out and you took my son away from me.
Well, maybe I can make that up to you.
What do you mean?
Maybe I can find a way to get Brandon back for you.
How can you do that? You've given Cruz and Santana permanent custody, haven't you?
You figure to have some influence in the state. All I have to do is talk to some of the judges. Ask them to reverse the decision they made in haste.
Would you really do that?
You tell me who your accomplice was.
What accomplice?
Who was involved with you in trying to murder Eden?
Wait a minute. There wasn't anybody. I mean, I had nobody, no accomplice. I was a victim just like Eden.
Oh, then you do remember that day in the boathouse.
I remember bits and pieces, flashes of things. I remember warning Eden that there was somebody out there to kill us both.
Well, if you can remember who that person was and that person is apprehended and prosecuted, then I will see to it that you get Brandon back. They even have a letter of agreement to that effect. Read it.
Wait a minute. I don't know if I just accomplished stuff. I don't want to get dragged into
Gina,
that.
you cooperate. I'll do everything I can to see that you're not prosecuted.
I really do want to
Like to
help.
think about it, huh? Think about what it'll be like to have you son back. Who knows? Maybe your memory will come back in good working order. I'll keep in touch.
My God. Yeah, I could have him back.
Hello.
It's Gina.
What do you want?
I thought you should know. I'm starting to get my memory back.
What?
They've been putting a lot of pressure on me, and I guess it's working.
All right, Gina, what exactly are you starting to remember?
The boathouse. Eden's gone over it with me so many times. It's starting to take shape.
What about the boathouse?
I remember a man there who was threatening me, and he looked a lot like you, Kirk.
Okay, what do you want?
I have everything I want. At least I will as soon as this is all over, and I tell them what I know.
When is that going to be?
Tomorrow. If I were you, I'd make a reservation at someplace very distant. I don't think you'll want to stick around too much longer.
Yeah, Santana, didn't Cruz say anything to you at all? So you don't know where Gina is? Yeah, I understand that. I know that he's hiding her to protect her, but it's certainly not from me. Do you think Cece might know? Oh, he does? Okay, thank you very much. Hello.
How did you sleep last night?
Gina, my God. Listen to me. I'll do whatever you want, all right? Just don't say anything about what happened at the boathouse.
Why not? Don't you want to flee the country? No? Well, then go ahead and stick around and get caught for attempted murder. Doesn't matter to me, because today I have total recall of my memory at approximately 12 noon. Total recall from then on.
Damn it, Gina. Why are you doing this to me?
Because 12 noon, Kirk. You better run if you don't want the hounds to close in on you. Ta-ta.
Gina.
What's the matter with you?
Oh, see, I didn't even hear you come down.
Well, if you don't mind my saying so, you look like hell.
Yeah, well, that doesn't really surprise me. I mean, you know, I've been under a lot of strain because of Eden. She hasn't even been the same woman since Gina's come back. You know, if I could just have one more chance to try and juggle Gina's memory, if I just knew where she was.
Well, she'll be back soon, and when she comes back, she'll probably even have her memory back without your help.
Have one? Breakfast.
Thank you, Haley. Well, come on, Kirk. Nothing like a big breakfast to get your day started. Ask any condemned man.
Going somewhere, Mr. Cranston?
Don't play games with me, Haley. I'm sure that Gina has told you exactly what's going on. She has indeed won with this fake little amnesia game of hers. I'm admitting defeat and leaving town. Would you please see that she gets this before the banks close today?
Well, I can't guarantee that. I don't know where she is.
Look, she'll be very unhappy if she doesn't get it. I suggest you find a way to contact her.
Surgery is scheduled for noon, so they'll start prepping you around 11:30.
Tell me again how long it's going to take.
Oh, less than an hour. Probably much less. And I need you to sign this for me.
What is this?
Just the standard release form we talked about. If the malignancy should turn out to be more extensive than we think, it will be necessary to remove the breast. We need your authority. So, if that's still what you want.
I don't know.
Well, all our tests confirm that it's a fairly confined lumpectomy.
And if I don't sign this, you'll simply do the lumpectomy. And if we need to do any more surgical procedure, then you'll wake me up and we'll have time to talk about it. Is that right?
If that's what you want, that's your right. Mrs. Armonti, let me say, if we do find something more significant than our tests have shown, the best time to take care of it would be...
No, it's right now. I know. You've been very patient with me, Doctor.
You've been very brave.
Sophia, if it's going to give you an edge, don't you think it's worth the risk?
I promise you, it's purely precautionary.
I'll sign it.
Thank you. Yeah, I know it's foolish to say don't worry, but you're in good hands and we'll do everything possible.
Thank you.
Hello?
Gina, look, it's me. I just saw Kirk drive away with suitcases.
Really? Well, that's wonderful. What did he say?
Not much. I mean, he just gave me this envelope here, and he wants me to get it over to you right away because he wants you to get it before the banks close, or you're going to be real upset, he said. Should I take it over to you now?
Oh, wait a minute. That sounds very strange. Why don't you just open it up and see what's inside?
Okay. Let's see the letter. Gina, thank you for giving me the chance to get away. I know I've put you through a lot of suffering, and I hope the enclosed will make up for it. My assets will most likely be frozen tomorrow, so I think you'd better try and cash this today.
Well, what is it?
Gina, it's a check for $50,000.
What?
I can't believe I've never seen so much money in my life.
Oh, wait a minute. It isn't money yet. So far, it's just a check.
Oh, but even so.
Haley, I was not born yesterday. This sounds like some kind of a trick to me. Are you sure he's left the property?
I saw him leave. I saw him drive away.
I don't think I can take the chance. I mean, he could be hiding somewhere on the road just waiting for you to lead him to me. Haley, rip up the check.
What?
I mean it. Just rip it up. Do what I say before I change my mind.
Oh, wait. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Gina, this is $50,000 here.
Haley, just do it.
I'm going to remember this for the rest of my life. Okay, I did it, but you don't know how much it hurt.
Don't worry about that. We're going to be better off without it. He must be really desperate to do something like this.
I guess so.
Will you get Cece on the line for me? I really need to talk to him right away. I'll hold on.
Okay, hold on. Oh, Brandon. Brandon, honey, will you do me a favor? Will you go tell Mr. Capel that there's a phone call for him, okay? Sure. Thank you. Capel residence. Oh, hi, Rosa. You're tired? Well, where are you? I'll have somebody come over and get you. Oh, a tow truck. Okay, well, fine. No, don't worry about a thing. In fact, no one's here, and so I'll be able to answer. Sure, it's real quiet. Okay. If anyone asks, I'll let you know. Right, okay. I'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.
Well, I got here as quickly as I could. Wanted to make sure I wasn't followed.
I understand. You weren't followed, were you?
No, I wasn't followed. So, what's this all about now? You started to remember some things? What sort of things?
Well, I told you yesterday that I remembered my son. How much I love him. And then I remembered this dirty little hotel room we were staying in. Not that big fancy place you live in.
Well, you must be remembering that motel that you were staying in before you disappeared.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, why would I stay in a place like that?
Because I threw you out of my house, Gina.
Oh. Well, you must not be a very nice man to do that to a woman and her child.
Well, there are some people, one or two, who say I'm not a very nice man. But it bothers me a lot less than you think.
Really? Well, there you go. I mean, that explains why I'm always so frightened of you. I mean, how can I trust a man who would turn out a helpless woman and a child?
Because you know that I happen to love my daughter Eden as much as you love your son. And I want the man to try to kill her caught and punished. But the more practical reason you can trust me is that you have no choice. You see, I'm the only person standing between you and jail. So maybe you ought to jog your memory a little bit and start remembering something substantial. Otherwise, I'm going to have you charged with attempted murder.
All right. There is something I remember.
Good.
There was somebody who was threatening me. Someone who hated me very much.
Well, that narrows it down. But unfortunately, not enough.
There was a man, and he was very angry with Eden. Furious, in fact.
Go on.
I can't. I mean, the rest of it's very cloudy.
Oh, it is. Well, how about if we go back to the boathouse? Get you back to the original setting. Maybe it'll jog your memory.
Well, that might work. At least we could give it a try.
Sure. You give it a try. You get your things together. I'll get a hold of Eden and track down Cruz. I think they should be present, don't you?
How you feeling?
Oh, not as bad as I expected. Oh, I'm just so glad it's over. I'm sorry I was such a baby.
You weren't anything but brave.
How is it? Oh, it's 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it took so long. That you stayed here and waited so long.
Yeah, Augusta was here a long time, too. Oh, listen, I feel that I should warn you. I ran into Dylan Hartley outside. He was getting some stitches removed from some accident he had had. I don't think he saw which room I went into, so I don't think he knows that you're here.
So, Mrs. Almonte, how are you feeling?
Oh, not too bad.
I'm sorry the surgery took so long. I'd like to talk to you about it privately.
I'd like to stay if it's all right.
I'd like him to, please.
If you like. The surgery went well, Mrs. Almonte. The incision was small, about 1 inch. There was only 1 lump. We see no signs the cancer has metastasized. But we'll want to keep you here for some tests for a few days, and we'll want to put you on radiation treatment.
All right, now, what does that all mean?
Well, I see the prognosis is good. The radiation treatment is a precautionary measure to make sure the cancer cells don't affect the surrounding tissue. But as far as we know at the moment, the cancer hasn't spread.
But you can't be positive.
No, we can't, but we're very, very confident.
Thank you. Thank you.
Brandon? Hi. Yeah, nobody else is here. Right now, it's just you and I. So how was your nap?
Oh, my God.
What is it? What are you thinking?
I do remember something.
All right, what?
Up there was a man. He had a rifle, and it was aimed right at me.
So, what do you think? Ooh, I still have the touch. been nice getting to know you. Bye-bye.